And that leaves Cafe as a decider. Cafe seems fine. I think that Space Station were okay on this map before. They played it twice, both against Dark Zero, a win and a loss last stage. United technically undefeated, but they only played it once against Disrupt.
Not be played at all. However, that means that both Ace and Malusi, the attacking hard breacher and then the utility,
we're probably going to see him quite a lot, and he's already done great work on the garage here, Canadian specifically. First little scuffle between Arampy and Rex. End of this round. He really has no chance with as little HP as he has. Alfalma will clean it up, and eUnited take round number 1.
A pretty convincing round from eUnited as they lock out the push from Space Station coming through that main garage. And I mean, SSG kind of, and SSG will continue to trail, and they'll have to be very, very quick. All 3 of those nitro cells still on the board, making it going for the plant, and the Maestro of Kansan is stopped. Top of spiral stairs. Grixer picked back up by Alfalma, but it might be too fishing now at the top of main stairs. Alfalma cannot find anybody. He gets splattered, and down goes the sledge as Grixer refrag for Grixer to hop on that diffuser. He's barely made it, and he falls off, and he won't get it no matter what. Sustains a bit of damage too. So eUnited's defense looking significantly better, and Thinking Nade just a little bit blind to the play down below. Somebody presents themselves, and there he is. Fultz will deal significant damage, but he can't hit at all. Tries to take out the Jaeger, and he gets dusted off by Yeti. But Canadian has some tricks up his sleeve. A smoke toss is out, and then with it, a Selma onto the wall. A great shot from Canadian onto Grixer as he pushes into bathroom, but eUnited has completely vacated the area. Takes a bit of damage, and he's out of time. All eUnited needs to do is finish him off. Alfalma and Yeti push up. Will they allow him to get it down? They do. Extra points for eUnited, and I guess for Canadian too.
But Canadian is planting, and he's planting deep in Archives. Thinking Nade's going to have the cover, and he goes for a push through the blue hall. It's going to be a difficult fight to win, but he'll win it regardless. He needs to take the 4K. He doesn't have much time for this. Thinking Nade could time this perfectly if he just waits it out, and it looks like that's his strategy. The clutch from Thinking Nade. SSG will take
Bosco, but he's not going to get it. Bosco 25 HP gone. Yeti about 50. And there you go. Yeti gets gunned. Fultz gets traded out though by Alfalma. Now it's a jump out, but he's looking the wrong way, and Rexon upside down is a very easy.
Alfalma positioning himself by the yellow stairs, and he'll catch the drop. It's actually Alfalma could be a post plant in just a few seconds here, making it much more difficult for SSG. And nice shot from Rexon. And here comes the drop. This is going to be a very difficult challenge with the SMG-11. On the long angle, Alfalma all the way outside will shut Thinking Nade down. And eUnited not over yet for SSG. Of course, that's just 1 kill. And look at the time. 30 seconds. There goes Alfalma on a vault in. Rampy gets him nice and easy. Fultz also gets Kansan as he has come alive on the defensive half. Bosco will get Rexon as he attempts to push Canadian. He might be able to plant, but he pre-aims wrong location, and Canadian will shut him down. SSG secure the plant spot. SSG, difficult retake, and as they lose Thinking Nade, that's huge. It's all on Rampy now as Bosco died elsewhere. 2 kills to find, and it's not going to happen. eUnited lock that one up and keep this map.
Alfalma came in to try to go for the plant, and then this time, he's going to take an engagement and lose it entirely. Rampy goes down to Grixer, but both teams find themselves without one. Drops Rexon. That's diffuser down. 10 seconds remaining, but not enough from Thinking Nade. Canadian will have to use a yokai drone if it's still available. 2 seconds left. Yeti planting. And there it is! With the yokai drone in play. Space Station in the final second.
Shots with their sniper. We'll see what actually happens, though. With the new ADS slider, it's easier to hone in.
And the Kaid is going to live to see another day. Rampy finishes him off, though, inside of Garage, and now he's looking for
opportunity, and he'll do that by pressuring from the balcony. Gets an entry frag. Thinking Nade will get one for himself. It's all on Grixer now. He has to stay alive in the last 5 seconds. Luckily, Canadian doesn't fully commit to the push. There's one for Grixer. Could be the second. It's going to be narrow, and Grixer wins it out on the top.
Potentially keep this rolling, as damage is done to Yeti, and he peeks out onto Rampy and gets punished for it. Ram the Clash is getting maneuvered away, but we'll have to go for some fragging power. Nobody is going to be able to do too much at all. After that first kill from eUnited, they give up every single death. And it's almost a flawless round from Space Station.
I barely hear the game. It's weird.
I think they managed to open up enough of it. A great shot from Rampy onto Grixer.
He's eliminated by Fultz, I think by the Garage. It gets even worse. Actually, look at that. eUnited absolutely melted. SSG get all the destruction they need done despite the lack of a Maverick or a Thatcher.
This is entirely. Rampy doesn't take any damage. Could we see another cluster charge go off? What a shot from Grixer on the Canadian, avenged by Rampy.
Bosco allowed into Cubby. He's going to go for a plant. The gas canister is too little, too late. Bosco's going to be able to get the... No! Kansan with the impact saves it in the nick of time. Almost a second left there. Rampy's going to have to drop now, and into the smoke. Thinking 8 on the rush have no chance. And eUnited take round number 5. And the
Rampy, he's Nitro felled, leaving Canadian and Thinking Nade in a 2v5. One kill from Thinking Nade on Alfama, but it's too little, too late. A single impactless frag from Space Station.
Out the scanner. Turns out it's in the sight by the shelf, and it's too little, too late. Kansan will get Canadian.
Right in the thick of it. He's going to lose this engagement right now to Rexon if he doesn't see it. But no! He pops up, and he wins the fight miraculously. Rampy has his teammates, and he doesn't have a hope. A desperation hit of the hammer will signal the end of the round, and Space Station draws even.
Oh, that's a big kill there for Rampy. Down goes Grixer, and it's going to be another for Rampy, assisted by his teammate. 2 big kills, but at least Kansan is there to get the refrag. Not all is lost yet for eUnited.
Like that. Instead, there's going to be a Selma dropped, and he loses his fight to the Thermite. It's a bit of an embarrassment.
So we hit the last 20 seconds. It's required that the attack gets site control, and they're going to do that quite spectacularly. Alfama getting his 3rd kill. Kansan
going to be a tough spot for him. Is that he's going to be wasting a lot of time, yes. But if they push the site, he will have to retake without him. There he goes. He doesn't miss those shots. Down goes Grixer. Well played.
Losing the round. Or do I go for the push into site? Alfama supports Rexon, and while Rampy needs to hold against 2 attackers pushing into Church, but he doesn't even look the right way. Church control established for the attack. This could be a plant, but not so, as Fultz is there with the UMP and utility. Bosco now flanking as well. Kansan has no opportunity to plant, going for the frags, and he just can't do it. Not enough time. SSG rafters. That is huge. Yet he gets Thinking Nade in the site, though, so it gets worse for SSG. Fultz will get the 1st kill for his team in an unsuspected location.
And I don't think SSG is going to try to get too aggressive here. They're not going to play very pretty at all. They're just going to wait. Bosco takes out Yeti in what was a round that seemed almost certainly in favor of eUnited. As we see Bosco in a 1v2, we call him the clutch master. He takes out the Zofia, just needs to waste time. He sees the Thermite and gets it! What a play from Bosco! And it's match point for Space Station. He and Yeti are going to join Grixer inside of logistics. Thinking Nade goes down, and it's everybody getting in on the fun. Rampy will need to win a 1v3. Is his position? No. He peeks. 1 flick. Too many to look at. He's not even going to get 1 overtime for eUnited. A wave of relief sweeps through their team house. And we have at least 2 more rounds on Clubhouse to settle this one. Basement, they are still looking to clear out above. There's a 4th as Thinking Nade takes out Grixer, and this could very...
I doubt it. He's already been spotted. The entirety of the defensive team will now collapse onto him, and well, there goes Kansan. Rampy, the one
engagement here is Yeti lights up Thinking Nade and then manages to finish him off. A frag grenade goes in, down goes Rampy as well. Yeti looks for a 3rd, 2 big kills. He'll get the 3rd as well. Finished off by Fultz, but
the Wub gives this away. Gas canister pre-placed, no need to throw it. Kansan gets Bosco in the hallway. Alfama will shut down Fultz, and eUnited will take their defensive OT round. 7-7 is the score.
Well, an exhilarating play from Yeti ends up being Canadian moved out of his position by a Capitao. Arrow takes off Kenzen's body and then looks for another as he continues to cross. Lots of damage done. He's got some coverage there, but...
Ooh, that last map. Whew. I was sweating, man. But how you feeling right now? Definitely a good W.
Feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty good. Definitely a stressful map. Sound bugs didn't help either. But yeah.
Yeah, I can hear a little bit of hesitancy in your voice. I mean, without question, eUnited gave you all a run for your money. Talk to me a little bit about what was running through your head during these last 2 maps. What were y'all thinking?
I mean, console, there wasn't too much. We were just kind of playing our game. On Clubhouse, though, I will say it was basically when Thatcher and Mav are banned and Kate is still up on Clubhouse, it's a whole different map. So it's not a map that you get to practice much either, unfortunately. We're basically dealing with that. They were really well prepared for those bans. I think they knew that they could get those bans off and knew what to do with them. So they were really well prepared for it, and they showed up with that. Basically, we were just focusing on trying to figure out how to deal with it, how to play it out. We handled it pretty well. Obviously, attacks were a struggle, but it was the same for them. We clutched up on our defenses, had good communication, everything like that. Just happy with how we played.
Obviously reacted pretty successfully because you came out with the win there. Was there anything that you saw from eUnited that really surprised you?
Didn't necessarily surprise me. They changed their playstyle. I've always been a big kind of critic of their former playstyle, and I think they've definitely changed for the better. They seem to be a lot more structured, a lot more disciplined. I mean, still the same kind of flair with some individual plays here and there, but like nothing unnecessary really. I think they were playing a lot different game and a lot better of a game. And I think, I think it makes them more of a threat. I think they always had a talented lineup, and I think even more so now, picking up Rexen and Kansan. But I think that with the new lineup and with the new playstyle, I think they'll be more of a threat. And I think, I think they're looking pretty good.
So many talented teams in the U.S. division. Intera was casting, and he actually said this about SSG, and said that y'all are not as dominant in this new meta, and obviously that can be worked out. Do you agree with him? What do you think that y'all need to be working on moving forward?
I don't think anyone's dominant in this current meta. I don't think anyone is at all. I think DZ had their major run, but I mean prior to that, everyone was saying that DZ wasn't going to go anywhere. It just shows that things can change that quickly in this current meta, and that anyone can really compete. I mean, OXG looked good last season, and then they came in the major, they didn't look as good. Now they just lost a tempo. Like eUnited look a lot better now. I think the meta has definitely evened some things out, and I think everyone's a lot more competitive because of it. So, I mean, I think we're just kind of focusing our game, trying to keep things within our control. Just do what we can. I mean, at the end of the day, we can only worry about what's in our control. We can't really control the fact that we have to play this meta. I don't think there's a team out there that isn't frustrated with it. I think a lot of people think that the game isn't necessarily headed in the best direction with where the utility's at. I think there might be some answers in the future. So like I'm not skeptical of that, but where it's currently at right now, it can definitely get messy, and I don't think it's as like anyone is as dominant. I mean, it's the same in other regions as well. There's no team that's really dominant, I would say.
So what are you going to say to your teammates in the post-match meeting?
I mean, just focus on DZ. That's basically it. Good job today. Move on to the next match. That's it.
All right. Well, again, congrats on the victory. Looking forward to see what y'all bring for Stage 2, but have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much, Canadian.